traders, we are welcome to another week of the Forex market analysis. Last week's forecast were on the EURUSD, the GBPUSD, USD-CAD and the AUD-NZD. A quick recap of last week's pairs before we get on to this week's. Actually, some of last week's pairs also make it into this week as well. Last week we were looking at this symmetrical triangle on the EURUSD. It was directionless at the moment of making that video, so the conditions for entry were a break above this resistance of the triangle or a break below the support of the triangle. We had a false break within the early hours of the market, and then eventually it gave us a true break with a retest and it pushed down massively. For GBPUSD, I was bearish, but the conditions for bearish confirmation was a break and close below this level, which never came. I had to discard my bearish idea, as I noted, when a break and close above this level, which was resistance, came. I was bearish on the USD-CAD as well, but the condition for entry over here was also a break and close below the support of the divergent wedge, which never came. And on the AUD-NZD, I was bullish though, but my confirmation had to come right at this level. One instance I overlooked was a retest of the descending channel's resistance before it shot up, so actually I let the AUD-NZD go. EURUSD was my favorite trade of last week. So for this week we have the EURUSD again, the USD-CAD again, and one on the GBPJPY. So I'll just do a reanalyzing on the EURUSD and the USD-CAD. So for the EURUSD, even as the symmetrical triangle has been massacred, the downtrend has given us higher highs and higher lows, which when connected with lines give us a downtrend, and when we get two lines we have a descending channel. So I'm just plotting the support of the descending channel and the resistance of the descending channel as well. This is how it looks on the daily time frame. So even before the week ended, there was a retest of this former support level as resistance. So below this level, which is the 1.11075, the EURUSD is still bearish, but now that it has fallen into a descending channel, I'll be on the lookout for a breakout to the descending channel's resistance, to the upside I mean. So below this level, the bearish momentum of the EURUSD is still intact, but then within the course of the week, be on the lookout for a break above the resistance. That is if it comes. If it remains below this level successfully, another place to look for some sort of buying pressure would be this support level. That is the 1.10261. Another reanalysis on the USD-CAD. I'm going to take off this resistance and I'll be working with this simple trend line for the coming week. We have a market which is in an uptrend. For this uptrend to have continued, the market was supposed to overtake this high, as these highs have overtaken previous ones. But just before this week ended, we had another test of resistance before the market went down again. So this means, based on price and time, the market failed to make another high which would have maintained this uptrend. So my bearish view on the USD CAD still remains intact. Below this trend line, my bearish confirmation would come. So I'm still a strong bear on the USD CAD, and this level from the daily time frame still confirms my bearish view. And on the GBPJPY, we have a simple weekly high and low to deal with. Even though the pip range for last week was within some sort of 300 pip range, the market was still tight. So I'm actually neutral this pair for the meantime. But then this level, which is 129.566, is the highest level of last week. A 4-hour break above this level would make me a bull on the GBPJPY. If the GBPJPY remains below this level, which is now currently acting as resistance, I'll remain neutral on the GBPJPY. So for the coming week, we have the conditions on EURUSD as still bearish below this support level, but have an eye for a break of the channel's resistance. And for the USD CAD, still bearish even as the resistance was retested. A deeper confirmation will come when this trend line is massacred. And for the GBPJPY, neutral whilst below 129.566, but bullish on a 4-hour closing basis right above this very same level. That is it for the coming week. I wish you a profitable trading week.